Good morning. It is just before 7 a.m. It's about 26 degrees out already. We were looking at the jalapenos that I planted the other day. Yeah, I think I managed to kill one, accidentally bonking it with a pot because I was being careless. Let's go see how our tomatoes look. As I did the world's weirdest, worst job of stringing them up. But I just need to get them up off the ground for the moment and maybe give them a little encouragement. Yeah, we got one that's starting to turn red. That's good. Plenty of soybeans. We've got some nice eggplant action happening. A crow scaring me. And yeah, our kabocha squash have not yet died after being moved. This one's looking a little worse for wear. I don't know if it's because it was shaded out previously or what the deal is. We've got some peppers happening. And we have way too many cucumbers, as you will see here in just a little bit. Yeah, we have way more cucumbers than I can do anything with. My wife and I are making different she's making quick pickles, I'm making some fermented pickles. I am going to try to, I don't have like a good pot for water bath canning or anything, but I'm going to try to can some pickles and see what happens. I'll probably have to do them one or two at a time. Jars. Okra, looking pretty decent. My grapes are not yet dead, so I consider that a win. This sage of some sort, I think it is, really loves to harass other plants. I need it to stop that. I think I'm going to pull all that out and replace it with something else. But finishing our garden tour for the morning, almost anyway. We have the herb garden is doing pretty well. We've got okra about ready to go. I need to water all of this morning. Need to water these this morning. They're looking a little worse for wear. Probably not super happy at the sudden change of environment and the wind. Well, survival of the fittest, guys. I'm not gonna get a good harvest. I think what I'm gonna need to do for next year is strawberry clinging to life. I maybe get a high tunnel or a greenhouse structure, maybe shade cloth, maybe build like some small fence. I am just not having a whole lot of luck. So here is where we planted daikon radish. Speaking of survival of the fittest, most of them have not. I don't know if it's because I didn't water them right away. I suspect, yeah, you can see they're all pretty much dead. I suspect maybe it's the sun. I don't know. Or maybe it's just too hot. Or maybe I should have waited to plant them later. Rather than eating daikon, my goal was actually more to have a cover crop. And if we had daikon that we could eat, that's fantastic. But that was not the main goal. Yep. Now you can watch me do what I do many times a day. Moving hoses. Put you over here in the shade a little bit. As I was walking out, I was strongly debating whether or not to even do this. I started watering 3 days ago. It does not seem to have really helped. The furthest one's over. Now this side, maybe because it's shaded a little bit more, I thought I saw a little more green, so I'm going to give it a shot. But I'm not hopeful. Not hopeful. Yeah, you can see my little sprinkler over there. I noticed we got space for maybe 1 or 2 more jalapenos over here. So let's throw them in. Maybe a little too wet on the bottom of that one. Taking an almost random selection of ones that are roughly the same height. Watering time. Forget my shovel. So it's supposed to get a bit cloudy today. I'm hoping that'll... Alright. Well, I'd like to be outside working, honestly. Got some stuff that we need to take care of. Mystery beans. For you your floor beans. Red kidney beans, it looks like. Yep. That's cool. These aren't fully dried out. So I'm gonna let them dry in this little strainer for a bit. They're not all perfect and beautiful, but you know, my store-bought bean experiment worked. far better than I had hoped. Well, if they would dry, it's extremely humid right now. So humid it made me whistle. Some of these are just... Yeah, this is only a couple of the plants. I haven't even really harvested everything yet, so it's actually pretty neat. Got a lot more out there. Some of these, I don't know. Like, looked like they had a little mildew or something happening. But the beans look okay. Well, not that one, but it's fine. We'll wash these before we use them. I was hoping this was going to free up a little more room. It looks like a lot of these are still quite wet. I don't want to go too crazy taking them out. One good bean. One good bean deserves another. One moldy bean. Yep. These guys are still too wet. This guy's dry. Sprouting? There's no sprouting. It's not a good sign though. I might need an actual drying strategy of some kind. Because if these sit out and start to sprout, then I've lost all my beans. So I don't know. I'll look on the internet and see what the wisdom of the world has to say. Maybe the next time it's sunny, I can stick these somewhere sunny and... Oh, well, actually, I could put these in my shower room because it has a whole room dehumidifier in it. That might help. Gotta be creative. Just starting out. Not a lot of resources. Gotta do something creative. But that's not the main event. This was just to clear some space. There's not a trash bag yet. As you can see here, We've got many more cucumbers outside. It's crazy. Anyway, we need to cut these guys down into chunks. These are May Queen. Oh, frame's over here, Justin. Try that again. According to the internet, I need to cut these and let them heal back over for a couple of days. And then we can throw them in the ground. I've heard you can cut them smaller than I'm cutting them, but I want to make sure that I've got enough energy left to grow me some nice potatoes. These are the quote-unquote defective potatoes from a company up in Hokkaido. And by defective, I guess they're just not the prettiest. It says on their website that some of them may be sprouting, which is fine because I want them to. That's the goal. And we ordered, probably just do two here, 2 kilograms. These are each 2 kilogram bags of 4 different varieties. So, as I said, this guy's May Queen. I'm not going to have enough room for this. Who's next? Haruka. Definitely feel different. Knife goes through them a lot more easily. I guess I can. Just constantly debating how big of chunks do I need to leave. I don't know. Never done this before. So you will find out. You will learn from my example whether this is a good size or a bad size. At least for these potato varieties that mostly I think don't exist in the English speaking world. May Queen might. I mean, it does have an English name, but I don't know about the rest. Don't want to crowd them too much, but I do need some space. Yeah, this will be this autumn harvest potatoes. Should be fantastic. Potatoes are one of the things that seem to grow okay here. Maybe it's too hot now, I don't know. Maybe I have missed my window. But I know other farmers in Japan are doing their second planting of potatoes in July going into August. Need more space. All right, beans. You gotta move. You've got to move it, move it. Let's put you right in the sun. See if that helps. Lonely bean. giant house I say is too big for us. I'd have more room. Well, you would. Let's see what I was talking about. Let me pull you back a little bit. There we go. So I don't get confused. Come on. Give me space. Give me space. Give me space. Space, 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 space. Next we have Hokkaido Kogane. Let us see. These look more like May Queen. Feel more like May Queen. This might be a mistake. Yeah. Oh, we don't have another earthquake. Picking up potato. We'll have mixed potatoes. I don't know what's where. We've been having a lot of earthquakes lately. Not strong ones, but you can feel them. All out along the coast, for the most part. Off the coast of Ibaraki, off the coast of Fukushima, off the coast of Miyagi. So, yeah. We're probably, you can just hang out. What's weird is I never noticed this in Tokyo, but I can hear the earthquake before I feel it. Most of the time. I guess it depends on the type of quake and how far and etc. But lately I can hear the rumble. It's weird. Yes, my tummy is also rumbling, thank you. No time for breakfast this morning. Well, yet. We'll get there. Too much to do, and I slept in. Got 3 out of 4. Who we got some bigger ones again. Dong Shock. Dong Shock. Oh boy. Need to rearrange things a little bit. It's first year in the house, you gotta, the first few months even for us, you gotta learn where you can fit everything. You're a rounder potato. Might be able to quarter you. Quarter one of these bigger ones. They seem like they could be alright with that. Yeah, I'm gonna fit it that way. Well, that's kind of lucky. There's a bad spot in this one. I might be lazy. Get out a new trash bag. Alright. Try quarters on you. Do my sacrificial experiment. It should be enough potato to make more potato. At least looking outside, like a lot of little bits that were left or tossed, even the tiniest little guy can sometimes give me more potatoes. Wonder where I put that. One thing I am finding is I really wish we had hoses like in the US that have a standard screw fitting. That's not the case here. It's all a little weird. I'll have to do a video on that at some point. I mean, they probably, maybe some more bigger professional systems might have something more like the US standard sized fittings that just all screw into each other. But what we have here feels kind of flimsy. Oh no! That might be too small. So I don't know what kind of videos y'all will like. Ones that are longer cuts like this of me talking about whatever's on my mind. Or if you want shorter, more edited content. My metrics are not telling me anything useful at the moment. This bag has a lot of potatoes with bad spots. Just in case, let's leave these guys pretty big. Oh, time to get up. Already been up for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But yeah, as I was saying, my metrics aren't really telling me what kind of videos. I'm not a big fan of editing, so it's really easy if I just keep long cuts in, but I understand people might want to watch videos that are shorter in length. So we're just gonna have to go out the front here. You'll have to remind me that these are different than these. Don't forget. I also don't know if y'all want to see anything that's not actually on the farm or in the house at the farm. Because I'm going to throw another video up. Maybe for this coming Tuesday. It is the 23rd. Well, okay, next Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. I already have a video scheduled for today, I hope. And yeah. Cool, that's done. Maybe that placement should remind me. All right, come with me. More cucumbers. You can see cucumbers over there. Those are the ones on top of the freezer that I'm going to use for seed. Suppose I could do that today too. First, この袋が nuka, I don't know this word, nuka hyo, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Ni nukazuke taiken? I don't know. Anyway, you can use this bag to make what is called nukazuke, which is a type of Japanese pickle. So 500 cc's of water. Okay, we can do that. Let's use not city water, not chlorinated water. Yeah, look right over there. You can see the giant pickle attempt. Some of the seeds are pretty big, so they might not be great pickles, but anyway. Right, first. Oh, you want me to cut it? That's work. Oh, it's all separate bags. Okay. That does not look like it's going to be enough space. ぬかが入った袋と別 something 種ぬかフルに混ぜ混ぜ。I don't think any of these guys can, maybe one of these guys can fit in here.ぬか漬けしようと思って、今のきゅうりは入れない。
カットしたり。
カットしての、ああ、こういう。でも、この 500cc の水と、の
ぬかの粉。
この2つ、混ぜ混ぜだけ。
まずこれを沸かすお湯でやって火を止めてで冷ます。
で、何度まで？
一回沸騰するまで。多分それは殺菌の意味だと思うんだけど、いらないね、いらない菌を殺す。で、冷まして、でぬかが入った袋とこの種ぬか、ちっちゃい方を混ぜて、この袋に入れてよく混ぜ混ぜ。で、使うやつはよく洗ってで水を必ず取る。いらない水、さっき沸騰させたのにダメになっちゃうからお水を切って。
これまあもう洗ったね。なんかボウルに入ってたやつ。
あ、ボウルに入ってたのは1回洗ってる。でも必要だったらもう1回洗ってね。なんかザランってしか洗ってないから。で、これでつけられるきゅうりの目安が、きゅうりだったら1本か2本って書いてるから、多分これの1本2本半分に切って入るぐらいだから2本だと思う。
2本。
ギリ2本。3本が無理って感じ。だって OK。大丈夫そう？
大丈夫。ありがとう。Thank you. Yeah, not our corn, but supermarket corn. It's 99 yen an ear now. It's a lot cheaper than it was at the beginning. So I'm not worried about bacteria in this water. It's bottled water. We'll see if I come to regret that. Never done this before. So this is a Japanese pickling that's done with like basically bacteria infused soil. So, you know, it may sound a little weird, but it's not. We do like koji. Koji has actually kind of become popular in the US a little bit, even for like fermenting things. That's the same deal. That's how a lot of Japanese nihonshu, what we would call sake or sake in the US, that's how a lot of that's made. So you inoculate the rice with koji and let it do its bacterial thing, or fungal thing, I guess. But I just saw these kids at the supermarket when I was coming home yesterday from taking a bike in for maintenance. Just a video clip I might show in like next Tuesday or something. Don't know yet. I'm really behind on editing. It's That's interesting. It smells good. It smells yeasty. I don't know if we can fit too many. It smells very yeasty. I just want to eat it. You smell like bread. You smell like what will become bread. Alright, I don't know how long this needs to do its thing, but we will let it attempt to do its thing. One day, I do not believe you. Yeah, well, that's that. See how that works. Oh, I forgot. We're supposed to drag hoses every 10 minutes, so we're going to go out and do that again. But I will catch up with you later.